1, 2, 3. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. It is on.
Turn it up.
Oh no, it needs to be on. Don't touch this.
5 more minutes.
Just 5 more minutes.
Can you tell them?
Are we ready to start? Futa.
Say welcome to your future graduation.
I can't say that.
Just welcome to your future. You can't say that, right?
Welcome to the future.
That's better.
She's much better than you.
You wanna go again?
Welcome.
All right, so welcome everyone. Hope I'm holding this correctly. So first of all, a question. Who here knows what Code Your Future is? Just raise your hands, please. Okay, so not all the hands are up, so I'll just give a quick intro. So Code Your Future is an entirely volunteer-run, intensive 6-month course for refugees and asylum seekers. So we teach them full-stack web development with the aim for them to get jobs in technology at the end. All right. So congratulations, everyone. Woo! That was easy, right? That was super easy. Yeah? No, I'm kidding. That was, yeah. I'm glad nobody agrees with me. that was really hard. That was an intense 6 months. So let's see, what did we actually do? Well, the first class started on April 22nd. Does everybody remember that? Learning terminal commands. Do you remember the CD command? Yep. Our last class was in December 9th. So, wait. Yeah, so our last class was on December 9th. Yeah, you can. So I'm actually surprised people are still managing to stand up in that photo. So if I'm not mistaken, that's like we took some breaks, but that's about 30 weeks of like getting in every Saturday and doing the course and doing all the homework. But it wasn't just every Saturday that we came in to teach this course. There was a lot more than that. So there was homework each week that the students had to do. There was research that they had to do on their own. They had to join one-to-one private sessions during the week with each of the mentors. So all in all, like that easily added up to 10, maybe 20 hours a week of all of this. So if I'm doing my math correctly, that's about 450 hours of that, like every week, right? That's insane, 450 hours. So these are some of the technologies we covered. We started with Git terminal commands. We did some HTML, CSS. We moved on to JavaScript. That was intense, 6 weeks of JavaScript. And then we did some Node, MongoDB, and finally we ended with React. So some stats. There were 194 commits on the Scotland branch of the syllabus that we taught. This was by mentors. There were 280 commits for the final 2 Scotland graduation projects that you're gonna see. For those of you that don't know what a commit is, it's basically when you work all night on something because Nate gave you homework. It's a commit. And we also had in total 15 homework side projects that accompanied each of these lessons. A bit more stats. So we use Slack. Slack is our instant messenger that we use within Code Your Future just to communicate within the class, with students, between mentors, for organizing. So you can see that was our main channel for Scotland for this year. And we've reached 57 members in total. We had 4,142 messages and almost 1,631 reactions. Most of them probably by Itsali. And look at that, I think that's really cool. Like if you look at that graph, that starts, you can't really see it, but it starts in September 2016, and this is global, right? This is not just for Scotland Class 1, this is for all of the channels within our Slack. And it started, look at it, it started from 0, and that's weekly active users. So how many active users are chatting on Slack about Code Your Future? And look at how much it grew up until December 2017. That dip there at the end, it's Christmas. That's why everybody stopped being active. That's not our fault. Thank you. But we also had fun within this time. It wasn't just work. The students got to attend the MongoDB conference. So they got to travel to London. They got to attend there. They got to meet all of the London Code Your Future mentors, and they got to meet all the London Code Your Future students. So that was really nice. They participated in a hackathon organized by JP Morgan, where they actually won the prize for the most productive team there. Right, next slide, please. This was the Christmas party. We had Muzaffar's house. Next slide. This is after the Christmas party. Oh yeah, like each Saturday, the food, right? Each Saturday was the perfect excuse for all of us to just bring food, cook it, share it with everyone, and most importantly, eat the food. And special shout out to the Dora What. Where's Rob? Rob, like the Dora What is Rob's best gift to this world. So you can see the Dora What in there, like everybody's eating it. And I actually so last night I looked on Slack. I thought I would look for the words Dora What, just to see in what messages it came up. I didn't think I was gonna find anything, but to my surprise, there were quite a few messages, and most of them from the same person. So let me just show you some of those. Right, so it's a big thing, like it's super delicious. And those are different messages, different time. And we also organized a few workshops. So beside our main Saturday classes, we also organized a few workshops to try and extend our reach to more underrepresented groups in technology. So we organized the Women's Coding Taster class. We organized sessions in St. Augustine RC School in Edinburgh, Notre Dame High School for Girls in Glasgow. So this is part of the things that we did, and this was just in the first year. This is the first class in Scotland. So this is a time when none of us were sure exactly, like we never experienced any of this. We had no experience with this. We didn't know how it was all gonna happen. So I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen this year, like where we're gonna get to. Oh, and I want to mention here the students. So every time, like we did all of this, it was very hard. We had so many challenges, but the students rocked at every step of the way. Like it was honestly inspiring just to see them tackle all of the weird and hard challenges we threw at them with so much determination and perseverance. So they're not only qualified technically now, they're actually a role model for how much a person can grow within such a short amount of time. So. And finally, I just want to talk a bit about how this all started, because I think it's super, super interesting. So the first class of Code Your Future was held in October 2016 in London. And then one day, on a cold January evening, much like this one person, Muzaffar, he just moved to Scotland, right? He just decided, I'm gonna move to Scotland. And well, initially he was naive as he was. He chose that city with a castle. But later he came to his senses and moved to Glasgow. Let me quickly change the subject. So then he started talking to a lot of people, and I had no idea what happened in that space, because when I joined, the ball was already rolling pretty smoothly. So you can see there, it's all of us at iCafe. It's our first meeting with some of the students and some of the mentors as well. All right, so, but it was really amazing, like how this, like from just one person who talked to another person, who talked to another person, eventually more and more people started joining, and this community started forming. And I don't know if it was just Scotland's friendliness or just the passion and interest of people for programming, or just a desire to teach and learn, the prospect of those delicious Dora Woods, or it was just a bunch of good people seeing other good people trying to work towards a more equal, just, and inclusive world. But we all really became a family, and yeah, so I really like this. I really like this slide where we're not just a coding school. We're actually a community. But we definitely could not have. We definitely would not be here. I would not be here, and none of us would be here to tell you all of this without some really serious help. So I would really like to take this time just to thank everyone that helped us get to this point. So we did organize some meetups, and we really want to thank React.js and Edinburgh.js for letting us talk about Code Your Future and present the project. I want to thank Per Hammer from JP Morgan just for just joining some of our classes and talking about recruitment and helping students with their CVs, and also helping them get signed up for the hackathon. So that was really helpful. MRM for offering work shadowing opportunities for students. Kindaba for helping to sponsor travel to London for the MongoDB conference. For the raffle prizes, we really want to thank Tesco, Rebel, Maya Gifts, and the Stand Comedy Club. Martin Bates, I don't know if he's here. Oh, hey. He's our Scrum Master, and really want to thank you for helping us set up initially the graduation project and for running the Agile workshops. Thomas Stewart for running the Java classes, like those were the last of our classes, and he actually flew all the way from Los Angeles just to help us with this. Laptops, we got laptops donation, so from people, so there were personal donations, but we also got laptops from Ticketmaster and Red Badger in London. And Alison Thulis, MP in Glasgow, and her office for really helping us with Simon's case. So if you don't know, Simon was, he is one of our students, and he got detained by the Home Office, and her office helped us with his case a lot, just to make sure he gets a proper hearing. So Rasha Tyndall from Clyde College, and Wafa from Scottish Refugee Council, Unity, Govan Network, RSD, and The Welcoming. And obviously, for the space, we really want to thank many studios and Natalia. Like we did not have any space in the beginning, so our first 6 classes were held there at many studios. So thank you for that. And Kinning Park Complex, most of our classes were held here. So thank you so much for that, for offering the space every weekend, and the space for this party right now. And Collaborate. So Collaborate also helped us with some of our Saturday classes and the space. And Product Forge for live streaming this. So thank you very much. And yeah, finally, the mentors. So they deserve a special slide for this because you brought food every week. Most of you traveled from Edinburgh every week and on some weekdays just to be here for the classes. And you also help students with one-to-one private sessions. You gave up your Saturdays, you gave up some of your weekdays just to help lift everyone up to where we are now. So that is truly appreciated. And finally, we have a raffle. So we have a lot of prizes. We have a lot of physical prizes from Maya Gifts and Tesco, but we also have some of the main prizes include 2 tickets to the Stand Comedy Club. I've been there a few times. They have very, very funny comedians. You're not gonna have to pretend to laugh like you did now. Rebel, it's one of the best looking hair salons I've been into. It looks like a proper restaurant in there, so so we're offering a voucher for a haircut and styling for that. So please buy raffle tickets, and we're also selling, if you want to buy t-shirts, each t-shirt will go towards the next class. So we have a lot of women in our next class, so we will be helping with childcare, and we will also be helping for transport from students to travel from Edinburgh. So we're just raising money, and we have t-shirts, each are 10 pounds, I think. So yeah, if you just want to give it up for the students and the mentors, thank you so much. Yeah, I think we're gonna move to the first graduation project. Or London a bit, yeah?
There is a video from London for the students.
Okay.
Bigger family.
Wait, just to say that, I'm representing London class, and the students from London, they wanted to send the students a few words. So this is our 3rd class in London. So some of them. Doesn't it work there?
So the first graduation project was food map that we did with Kenning Park Complex. So Elena or Claire, can you come and talk about it?
Hello. You're right there. Just a minute. I'm Claire, this is Eleanor, and we both work here at the Kinnan Park Complex. So before we say a few words about the food mapping app that we've been working on with Code Your Future, we just want to say from Kinnan Park Complex, it's been an absolute pleasure to have Code Your Future in the building, and it was such a great thing that we really wanted to kind of support you guys with and giving you the space, and it's really nice to be able to see all the amazing things that you've done while you've been in the building, and hopefully this relationship will continue from next week again. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and Elena's going to talk a little bit about our food mapping app that we've been doing.
So yeah, as Claire said, it's been great having them in the building, and it's really been having Code Your Future in the building that got them involved in the food mapping idea in the first place. So at Kinning Park Complex, as part of our Waste Not Want project, we were building this idea of making a workshop where community members could add their ideas for sustainable actions that they could make in their city to do with food, and they could add this to a map that others could access. So at the beginning, it was me and Claire, and we were running a workshop, which was like a printmaking, ideas collecting workshop, and it was going quite well, but we had all these posters up around the building, and one day we got an email from Mustafa, and he said, "We've seen the posters around the building, do you want an app?" And we were like, yeah, we do, that would be amazing. So that's how we entered into some meetings, and they've digitalized what we first made as a workshop, and I'm just really pleased, and it's just really great that we've managed to get something that we can get more people involved in and have a greater reach in the conversations around sustainability. Yeah. Yeah?
So whoever's presenting the Arabonia map, students come up.
So this is our project, and it's Johannes, Khaled, me, and one that is not here at the moment. So we have been working on this for the last a month, two? I don't know, it feels like forever. Anyway, so the Kinning Park have this program that is about food sustainability, and the idea behind the project is that you get to see your food habits and also have a map where you can locate places where you could go. So this is the main script or application, and if you go to the questionnaire, then you will be presented with a series of questions about your food habits, and in the future, you will get suggestions based on the answers you gave. So this is the list of places, and you are able to see them based on different categories. For example, eating out. And then if you click on each of them, you will see more information about the place. In the future, you will see all this information displayed on a map, which is one of the things we are working on just now. And also, people are able to give and suggest new places, like this. This is the form, and it has to be approved by staff on Keating Park, so it doesn't get the information duplicated. And one of the things that we did in the form is that when you start typing for a place, it will only display information about Glasgow. And you can also select a picture of the place you are suggesting.
So this app is it's not like a mobile app, so it's a little bit different. It's a progressive web app. It's a new technology by I don't know who. So it's a new technology that allows you to make a web page and make it a native app on your phone. So it's not like you can find it in Google Play. It's not there. But if you go to the website, to the food map website. So this is the video. So when you open the website, you get this prompt that asks you, do you want to add it on the desktop of your PC, phone? And then you get it there. So it's kind of new technology that I'm also surprised. I didn't know what was it before I started this project. And it's quite nice. And the thing is, it's only supported on Android. It's not supported on Apple. I don't want to go technically, but that's how it goes. And I'm not prepared to talk. So the admin part. So you have seen that whenever you click to submit an answer or you want to add a new category or new place, it doesn't add automatically. You have to go, the admin have to approve it. So the admin have to go to log in and to approve whatever you put, because sometimes you might put something repeated, sometimes you can't put something bad. I mean, like really something, like you put your name. So the admin have to see and look and say, yeah, it's good or it's bad. Talk more? That's it. Okay, that's it. That's it. Thank you so much for listening.
So actually, if you want to have a look at it on your phone, you can go to thefoodmap.kenningparkcomplex.org and you can have a play on the app. Yeah. So next one. The other graduation project that we built was with Refugee. So we have someone who can talk about it much better than anyone else can talk.
He's made it really, really clear over the past wee while that Sarah in the Refugee team is his favourite. And it's now this ongoing sort of, yeah, you're just creating tension in Team Refugee. I'm Selena, not someone, I'm Selena. And firstly, yeah, just like Canning Park said, I was absolutely delighted. Get it, absolutely delighted. When the team, I'm so sorry. When the team approached, or Mozifer approached, to say that they would like to turn what we do at Refugee into an app and a Glasgow welcome that more people could access, that could potentially benefit the wider refugee community. So ever so briefly and quickly, the Refugee welcome is about the existing community making sure that the new community know that they are valued, they are part of something, and that they are welcome. And we do that by providing a kindness gesture, I suppose, which is a welcome pack when people arrive, but we also do lots of different events and get-togethers and different bits and pieces. The app, they've probably, I feel really, really bad for my group, actually, because if they had potentially been sharing a building with me, they might have got more than 45 minutes of my time and attention. But because we don't share a building, not only is my diary a bit of a nightmare a lot of the time, but when we do schedule meetings, I ended up here and they all ended up at my office. So there's been an awful lot of toing and froing, so I'm so sorry, guys. But you have done amazingly. The app is phenomenal. The Mozifer insisted that I go along to one of the workshops and attempt coding. I'm not sure what I did could be called coding, but I did take lots of nice pictures that made it look like I knew what I was doing, but I really, really don't. The most important thing for me about the app is that it's not just us at Refugee, or the team that are building it, that populate it. It's that it has the capacity for individuals outside to input stories, events, their welcome, messages, really useful, valuable information. I don't know what it's like to be forcibly displaced and to arrive in a completely new country. So we rely on people sharing their experiences, their stories, and telling us what information needs to be in there. So we're really excited about more of it being populated. And that's also me shirking responsibility for the fact that there's not more populated in the app. I'm really sorry. But what the guys have done is amazing, and I'm going to let them tell you about the technical bit, because I am most definitely incredibly inexperienced in that field.